So on Friday night, George drives his car to the Weasel and parks. George's wife drives her car to the Weasel and parks. Kate drives her car to the Days Inn on Friday night, and she drops off Victor and the bike and continues on to the Weasel. Jim drives to the hotel, drops off his bike, and continues on to the Weasel. Steve drives his car with Erica and Dan and their bikes to the hotel, drops off the bikes, and Erica and Dan, and continues on to the Weasel. At some point, Keith and Patrick and Christine and Nigel get to the hotel. Could be Saturday morning, could be Friday night, we don't know. But at some point, hopefully before it gets too late, Kate gets into George's car. No, gets into George's wife's car. Bike must go on George's wife's car too. George's got to be in George's wife's car. Jim's going to be in George's wife's car. And Steve is going to be in George's wife's car. We're going to leave my car, George's car, Steve's car, and Jim's car at the Weasel. And we are going to go up to the hotel on Friday night. I'm thinking that George's wife drives home from there, but I don't know. Hopefully she leaves George and his bicycle. Now Saturday morning, and this is the hard part, we all ride our bicycles 360K to the Weasel. And we all get there and we have a great time, and we're tired, and we eat some food, and we take a shower, and talk about the epic journey and how awesome it was, and how we'll do it again next year, and all that. And then when we're done with all that, we get into my car. So Victor and I will be in my car, and we'll have our tandem on the rooftop, and we'll take Keith's bike and Christine's bike and Patrick's bike, or some combination thereof. And let's see, this is George's car. George will take his bike and himself, and Jim will take his bike and himself. Good bike there. There's Jim and his bike. Okay, and George will take himself and his bike and drive home. Jim will take himself and his bike and drive home. Steve will take his bike and Dan's bike and Erica's bike and Nigel's bike, and he will not leave Erica and Dan and Nigel behind, because that wouldn't be a very friendly thing to do. And we all drive back to the Days Inn and get in our cars, and the end.